Here is grade 7, module 6, lesson 2. Our I can statement is I can use underestimates and overestimates to check the reasonableness of answers. So here we have our first problem that Ellie says the value of these numbers is about 14.061 thousandths. Estimate using compatible numbers to determine if Ellie's answer is reasonable. Is your estimate an overestimate or an underestimate? So I've rewritten these numbers here. Negative 6.23, 23 hundredths times 16 fifteenths plus 47 eighths. So we first need to round our decimal there, and that's going to be rounded to -6. That's going to be it's going to be our closest number, nearest integer, so think whole number. Use compatible numbers to round each fraction greater than 1 to the nearest whole. So here we have 16 fifths. So that would round to, let's see, that would be 5 1/5. So we can round that, I'm sorry, 3 1/5. 3 1/5, so we can round that to 3. And then 47 eighths, what can we round that to? Pause it if you need to. How many times is 8 going to 47? That's going to get us, our closest number will be 6 for that one. So now we can evaluate -6 times 3 plus another 6. So PEMDAS says that we need to do our multiplication first, so that'll be -18 plus 6. Okay, we have a negative plus a positive. Our negatives are bigger, so we have a -12 as our answer. Now, is this estimate an overestimate or an underestimate? And why? So pause the video if you need to. Look how we estimated. Did we estimate up? Did we estimate down? And how is that going to affect our answer? So we have an estimate of -12, which is actually an overestimate. Okay, it's an overestimate because negative 6 is greater than -6 and 23 hundredths. So remember our negatives, our negative side of our number line is kind of, think of it backwards. -6 is larger. You're closer to 0, closer to those positive numbers. And since 6 is an estimate of 47/8, the estimate must be an overestimate because all of these are rounding up. We're rounding up. All right, here we have the drama club sold 415 matinee tickets to the school play for $7.95 each. 18 of those tickets were refunded. Estimate the ticket sales. Is your estimate an overestimate or an underestimate? So we first need to figure out how many tickets were sold after those refunds were given. So we're going to start with 415 minus our 18. Okay, so what is that? 415 minus 18. And then what are we going to round that to? What would be a good round? Because that's pretty close to 400. So we're going to just keep that at an even 400. And then our ticket costs are $7.95. So we can round that. We're going to round that to just an even $8. But we are going to round up. Okay, so we're rounding up from our $7.95 to $8. And then we rounded up with our ticket sales as well. So right off the bat, we're going to know that this is going to be an overestimate. Okay, because we're going up. And our estimate of ticket sales will be $8, so the cost of our tickets, times the number of tickets sold. So we'll have about $3,200 in ticket sales. And again, because we rounded up for both the number of tickets and the cost per ticket, that's going to be an overestimate. Okay, so this 3,200 is overestimating what their profits will be.